What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. I talk about AMC a lot because I'm invested in AMC. I have a heavy share that I put into AMC, and I think that this position should be worth a hell of a lot more. Could I go into something that would give me a better return? Could I go into Meta or Tesla or Amazon or something like that? Absolutely. But the ultimate goal of seeing AMC and where AMC can get to, I believe that this position will thrive in the end. And the reason being is because I'm a big believer in movies. I understand the movie theater chain. I understand the sector a lot more than a ton of people. They all think that streaming is the way, but in reality, streaming can't really be the way because then you have low budget film. People complain about, and they have to end up doing something different, right? If you have low budget films, because you have 30 people in one room that's watching a movie release because they only paid $12 in that month and everybody's just sharing, or they share their different streaming platforms with other people, well, then you have an issue, right? You're not having as many movie tickets, as many people buy that streaming platform or use that streaming platform because they can find another place to use it. They can use it friends. They can watch it at a friend's house, and you're not seeing that revenue come in the door. For movie theaters, you know that each ticket is going to be revenue. You don't have people that, I mean, might have some people that are sneaking in, but you don't have many people that are sneaking in and paying $0 for a ticket. They're paying, whatever the amount is, $9, $10, $15, $20 for a ticket plus concessions. And now you have that revenue that's really coming in the door for the studio and for the movie theater chain. So AMC is still going to exist. That experience is always going to exist. It's not like the drive-in movie theaters, which didn't really make sense for a lot of people to drive their own cars, to go to the movie theater and pay for them to watch a movie in their own cars and have limited seating because you only have limited spaces for cars to fit in there. And then when you wanted to leave, if you wanted to leave, it's kind of impossible to get out of those areas because, you're in a drive-in movie theater. And also rain, right? That's a big factor. But this is not the same thing. This is an actual movie theater that will stay around. An experience like this does not go away. Now you could have experiences not in the physical theater, but also in the metaverse, which is a pain because you're not experiencing it with the next person that's right next to you. Maybe your brother, maybe your sister, maybe your best friend. But that's enough of that. Understanding AMC as a whole and understanding the investment side of it is another big picture that people need to understand, and how you can make money from that is also another factor into why I believe this is going to skyrocket. So like I said, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out my credit card YouTube channel, the link will be in the cards. You can check that out. And if you like bonuses, if you like, credit card bonuses and credit card rewards and getting the most out of your spending, feel free to check out that channel. Give me some suggestions on different categories that you want to cover, and we'll find a way to cover those categories with at least some sort of rewards that you can get with that. But let's look at AMC, because currently where it's sitting at is $9.35. We're seeing a decrease today, a slight decrease. It's sort of flat on the day. We did see a high of $9.70. It was moving a little bit. We saw, if we look at the volume, about 10.64 million. Average volume is about 19 or 20 million shares. So it's not really seeing as much volume right now, but it still is flat. So whatever volume it is seeing, it's more 50-50 split rather than being like 60-40 or 70-30 or something like that. Now, if we look at the long-term view of where this is kind of where it shows me the full picture of what I want to see. So we see AMC was at a high point. This high point was in the range, what it says was $393.63. So it rose all the way up to this level. Now, this level technically was only $76, but it says $393 because it just does a factor based on the conversion, the split, and everything that happened there, and also the added shares as well. Now, it's currently sitting at a value, like I said, of $9.36, so way far away from where that was. But if we look at how this has kind of moved over this time period, we saw this, drop down, get a little bit of recovery, kind of catch this bounce and use the 200 EMA a little bit as a level of support. Close enough, right? Increased over here, and then finally broke through that level in December of 2021. Broke through that level and started using it as a level of resistance. That's where we got into a trend. Every single time we fell down, bounced back up, used it as a level of resistance. We dropped down, bounced back up, used this as a level of resistance, and dropped right back below it. It seemed like they were trying to keep us directly below it. Now, this wasn't a full use of resistance. It was just they're dropping us back down. Shorts that are going through, drop. Shorts that are going through, it drops. Then you start to see it actually using it as that level of resistance. And every time it gets close to there, it resists from it. So $84 is what it says here. It was a much lower number because it wasn't as high, but $84 dropped all the way down to $33. Increase up to $70, drop down to $35. And you see that as time goes on, continues to do that. Now we are very far away from the 200 EMA. We are at a level of $9.35, and the 200 EMA is around $35.87. The reason why I believe that this is going to be worth a lot more, that it's going to surprise everybody, is because I feel like AMC is going to start having these positive quarters that people aren't really expecting them to have because they're doing all of these things. You see all the movies that are coming out. They have butts in the seats. They have more interest in AMC movie theaters. And now you have a lot of revenue that's coming in the door, as well as kind of less expenses that you would have as well. But either way, you're working out to a net income, a positive net income rather than a negative net income, rather than a negative, or a net loss. So currently sitting at these lower levels, it creates an opportunity. This opportunity shows that it has an easier ability, an easier level, an easier way to get back up to a $32 price. Is this the ultimate high that you can get to? No. That's not the ultimate high that you could physically get to for AMC. The highest point that we've seen this at, we're looking at the market cap rather than looking at the overall price. Currently, they only have 198 million, I believe it's 198, but 190 plus million shares outstanding versus the 500 plus that they had before. So you're looking at, less than half of the overall shares that are outstanding, giving it an opportunity to increase a lot further than the market caps that we have known and love, or the prices that we have known and love, right? So a $9 price is nothing. A $32 price is still nothing. It's still great to get back to a 200 EMA, but it still is nothing. What I'm looking for is a lot of these levels to get back to the 200 EMA, right? At the current level of $32, probably be more closer to $30 or $25 at the time, but then surpass that and start using it as a level of support again once it hits its bottom. The crazy thing is it hasn't found a way to hit that official bottom yet. And while we see this all happen here and drop below, because this again was at $72, and technically during this time it was at $1. So showing that it's $72 at this level shows the amount of dilution that actually happened within it and the reverse split that ended up happening with it. So it shows it, because it's currently sitting at $9 while over here it was at $72. So we are far away from even the all-time low that it got to, and we are creating this new and improved all-time low. So it's looking like a better and better opportunity. The issue is that all the people that were invested during this time here and continue to hold on through the conversion, through everything that they did, you're now looking at a way lesser value, and you now have to work your tail off in order to get back up there with the amount of shares that you hold in order to see this absolutely skyrocket if you really wanted to. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about AMC. Do you believe that this still has a chance, or you think it's done? I want to know your opinion. I know there's a lot of supporters out there that still see all of the different factors in it. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.